Who's the person that you love the most in this world? It could be your husband, your wife, your children. Imagine this scenario. You go to bed and you speak with this person that you love the most. You wake up at 4 a.m. and you see them paralyzed on the floor. This exact experience is what happened to me this week. So yeah, my wife had a stroke this week, and this is going to affect the content or the flow of the content of this channel. How does it feel like? Well, in the first few days, you wake up in the morning and you really hope that, it was a dream. You really hope to discover that it was just a really bad dream. And then it takes a few minutes or even hours until you rediscover that this is your reality. What happens after those few days is when you wake up in the morning every day, you are depressed. But then it takes me about an hour or 2 hours to make the decision again that she's going to come out of it. She's going to join me again with who she is. She's going to regain her functional behavior. She is fully conscious of what happens. It's simply the paralysis that is the main issue. My wife and I, with only 30, have been together for 11 years now. And she taught me a lot of my information and knowledge about health, wellness, and even medical education. It started with the first false diagnosis of chronic pain problem, which they labeled as fibromyalgia. She does not have fibromyalgia, yet during this time I went and found the best doctors that were experts on fibromyalgia, and they taught me protocols. They sent me actual protocols on what they use to treat their patients. They achieved much better results than any other doctors. And thanks to these doctors, they taught me how to increase the energy of the body, because fibromyalgia in essence is a disease of lack of energy or energy deficiency and crisis in the body. And this helped me a lot with my wellness strategies and my protocols with my clients and also with my wife, because she benefits more today with increasing energy. Then my wife went and dealt with her chronic pain by being a true expert in mindfulness. And she, because of this dealing with pain, she taught me how to introduce mindfulness into my own life and how to approach things with this mindful thinking. And this again also affected my health as well, and my understanding of mindfulness and how to control the mind that to some degree also can control the body. Then my wife introduced me to a process, a therapy called prolotherapy. This forced me to understand very deeply the therapeutic effect of certain agents, including using platelets to heal the body. This has directly to do with senescent cells, one of the last videos I produced lately. So when I look at senescent cells, I have much broader understanding of the healing process of the body. And apparently senescent cells too play a role in that. And now apparently the lesson of today is dealing with stroke, which coincidentally has directly to do with diseases of aging. Stroke is something that we need to think about and protect ourselves over the age of 70, not at the age of 30 of my wife's age. But maybe, who knows, this is going to force me to delve deeper into stroke on this subject, which is a serious issue in our society. So what happens with this channel as we go? Well, first you may wonder, why the heck are you producing another video? Why aren't you not with your wife? Well, the reasoning is pretty simple. The intensive care, they kick you out after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So I have to get back to my house. This is the time I recorded this video. The second thing is, you should know that I have recorded all the videos that I promised you. I have recorded the entire resveratrol series that I promised, and I also recorded the autophagy and exercise research, how to use exercise to activate autophagy in a way that increases our longevity, because not every exercise activates longevity. However, I still need to edit those. I need to find a time and a way to do these. So I do promise that they're gonna come out, but they're gonna be a delay. And I also want you to know that when I come home and I look a bit in my channel, it really warms my heart. Something about this channel really cheers me up in a way that it's difficult to explain. It keeps me focused on what is growing in my life and not about this strategy. And again, I always remind myself that my wife is going to come out of it. If you want to help, what you can do? Well, if you support my Patreon, please continue to do so, because at these extreme times, the economic situation when basically you don't work, neither your wife, are pretty intense. So that's gonna help me a lot. So if you can continue to support my channel, I'm gonna thank you a lot. If you wanna start to support even with $1 contribution, please do. Another thing that I'm curious is about the use of NMN in cream form in some way. If you happen to try introduce NMN via cream, via topical application, let me know, because that's one of the only ways I can use with my wife. NMN and NR actually have a mechanism in which they can rejuvenate nerves. Actually, there is a mechanism called NRK1, and this mechanism is highly active in the nervous cells. So if you know anything about using topical creams to introduce NMN, it will allow me, because my wife cannot chew at this point, I cannot allow her to drink anything. So there is no other way for me to help her with this supplement. So this is the medical situation that my wife and I are at, and we have a great support from family and friends. It's a true opportunity to be part of a community, to be reminded that you're not alone, and in essence that my wife does not belong only to me, and everyone that loves her try to help. So this is for today. Thank you for listening, and I'm going to continue to produce videos in this channel. So I'm going to see you in the next video.